Hello, everyone. My name is Cicely Santa, Level 2 student for Dancing for Him Ministry School. My AP is Miss Deborah Grant Torres, and at this time, I'm going to share with you what I learned from the book Worshiping Bride, and the chapter would be is Worship and Spiritual Warfare. And Satan wanted God's position. He wanted to be on God's team. And so that's one of the reasons why he was rejected from heaven. And so that he fights us sometimes so much is because he's not fighting ourselves, our fleshly self, but he is fighting up against God. So that's the spiritual warfare that's going on. And so even with Jesus, as much as Satan tormented Jesus, even when he was in prayer and he had been fasting for 40 days, he was tormenting Jesus. And so, which means that if we were made in Jesus' image, we have been adopted into his family, that means that the enemy would also try to war up against us or God's spirit within us. And so, one or two of the principles from the scripture, from the book, is that he referred to Psalms 150, as we know. And with Psalms 150, we're going to focus on that, and I believe it's the last verse that that lists all the lyres, the harps, the cymbals, and the horn, the ram's horn, dancing, all of that, and even the word said, "And everything that has breath, praise ye the Lord." So for this activation, I'm going to start with the large circle of 10 dancers, and each of those dancers will have streamers, and then they're in that inside the circle there will be five individuals holding five of the instruments that's listed in chapter 150 of Psalms, which is the lyre, the harp, the finger cymbals. So we would use a whistle instead of a ram's horn, and then also one would be dancing. And so as each of the circle, as they begin to go around on counts of eight, so they'll walk one and two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. And on that eighth, they would kneel down, and then a person who is maybe holding a harp would come up and render a music for that also eight count for them. And then once they're done, they go back down, and the outer circle comes up, and then they start that eight count again. So they will go through that, the outer circle eight count, the five individuals on the inside eight counts, until each one has been able to sound their instrument. And then so that inner those five in the circle, then they would gather together like in a clump. And and then also the larger circle on the outside, they would also come close into the clump. And so with that circle, they would turn, the inner circle would turn, say, to their right, and then the outer circle would be going to their left on eight counts again. And so that would be the direction of the dancers, and then the outer, like I said, the outer would do the same as the inner circle. And the ending of it would be ending all standing with their instruments held up high. And that would also be their streamers as well. And that would be in different directions and different levels on which they would hold their instrument up high. And so I hope that that was helpful. I hope that you would be able to see what I have described, and I hope that you would be blessed by it. Thank you so much.